Hey, hello. It is Tammy with Cheers to Creativity here on the Essential Stencil page. We're going to get started with a project using the Patriotic bundle. We're going to start with this one, and I'm going to use these flowers on here. I'm going to use just the red, white, and blue flowers on this one. So I've taken off the protective backing. Now these buckets actually have little ridges in there, and that doesn't bother me at all. I just kind of work around those. But if you like something a little smoother, you can actually find flower buckets that are a little smoother as well. I'm going to lay this down like such. Go down straight in the middle. And then because it's got a slight curve to it, I curve it around. I'm going to be using our transfer tool. And like I said, where I end up with those little ridges, I'm just going to work around them. Whenever I work on metal, whether I'm working with our transfers or painting on metal, I always clean it off with rubbing alcohol first. Just the same rubbing alcohol that's most likely in your medicine cabinet. And that just makes sure you're removing any oils from anybody touching it. And just move this around. Get this all squared away. I just love how quick and easy our transfers are to transform something as simple as this bucket into something very, very pretty. I think this would be gorgeous with some roses in it. Bucket number one. All right, we're going to do bucket number two. Bucket number two is going to be using some stencils from the summer collection, but we're going to use this stencil first. And we're going to pull up the grass. And even though this is a cylinder, I'm going to tape this down. We're going to have to work really carefully on that one. All right, so let me grab some greens. I'm going to grab a nice bright green. This is a festive green. I'm going to use a little bit of the sour apple, which is a little brighter green. And then I'm also going to grab a little deeper green, just so I have some variation. I'm going to grab one of our brushes and pick up the medium green. I'm offloading, and I'm just going to lay in. And then we've got those little flowers up there, so we'll just grab another brush, and we're going to add some red little flowers. And we're just going to tap those little reds in. Now we're going to add some ladybugs. We'll first put down our ladybugs in red. Tap on a second coat. And grab some black. I'm offloading it. And there we have our ladybugs around our grass. I have another bucket. This bucket is going to be using some from our coastal bundle. So we're going to take and use Let Your Dream Set Sail, but I'm going to actually use the Sailboat from the coastal set. And I'm going to just get the Let Your Dream Set Sail on one part. I just want to make sure we've got enough space. We do. So we're going to put this down first. I'm going to put it pretty close to the bottom. So I think we might change our lettering color. So I've got the transfer on there. Then we have to put our words on. Take that off. And there we've got the Sailboat and Let Your Dreams Set Sail. Next up, we're still working with that coastal bundle. And with this coastal bundle, the two sets I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the, oh my goodness, beach and coastal 1-inch words, jellyfish. And we're going to use the other transfers that are in that Coastal Charm set. Before I put this on, I'm just going to kind of give it an idea of my placement. I think that would be pretty good. And look at him this way. A little bit. It's a little persnickety. Put that back on there. Isn't he cute? Super cute. Now we're going to add some words and a couple jellyfish. And we have a sea turtle. So we're going to use a sea turtle. So we have sea turtle. We're going to use starfish. What do we have? We have seashells. Seashells. And what other words did I have to use here? I had ocean, surf, and so how many words do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I like it. There. So this is the sea turtles and the jellyfish. So we used the coastal words on that one. We did Let Your Dreams Set Sail with the Sailboat. I did the red, white, and blue flowers from the new Patriotic flowers that is called All American Blossoms. And we did a ladybug bucket over our grasses, and we could come back and add some more flowers to that, but I think the ladybugs are super, super cute. Remember to use cheers when you're ordering. If any of the bundles that you want to get, make sure you get them today so you can get those special prices on those. Thank you so very much for being here tonight. Can't wait to see you next Thursday. Till then, cheers.